Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra November 16, 2021. Stop complaining, it has been of no use so far. Possibly you only focus on what you need and not on what you would do to improve your life completely. If you insist on thinking that others would be against you, then you have not understood anything. Not everything is as bad as it seems, let things flow little by little. Sagittarius would be in regency, making everything look better for you. No matter how many times you have been told that you have to do your best for yourself, when you stick with a certain idea, you would be holding on to it until something extraordinary happens to change. Even though some things don't feel right, you could rest assured that the moon has everything for you in the best possible way. You would end a nice day, after so many incongruous ideas in your mind. Do not turn into tragedy, which is a simple process. While you would be making everything much better for yourself, you have not found the closest way to achieving it as you would like. That is why today the trine between the Sun and Neptune would clear some doubts about how to carry it out. Trust it and you would have better results than you have thought. Here is a day as you like them. A clear and concrete day. Your projects are progressing well, things are falling into place. The ideal today would be to try to get a little ahead. Do what was planned for next week. This will allow you to be able to anticipate, which is probably not usual for you. You are more willing to give your attention to people who deserve it. But it's in your best interest to quibble more about the quality of your sleep, you'd be better off. It's an excellent day to support your loved ones, drive away any tensions, maintain a good bond with your partner, to take an interest in a new charitable project. Indeed, you are full of compassion and noble feelings towards others. One door has just closed, another will open. Among the many contacts you have, you should look for opportunities, romantic and personal, that will help you redefine your expectations. Do not exchange your health for activities that are not worth it. You may be leaving everything you do in your life to find a good job. Remember that everything is part of a balance. You could divide your time before thinking that you would be one step away from losing your health. Today you could start with a general checkup to check that everything is fine with your body. Finally, after the high tides, the recession. These last weeks your sweet character made you see all the colors. It was time to calm down a little. Today you will begin to feel the effects of this lull, and you will be able to resume the normal course of your relations with your loved ones, without having to fear stormy outbursts. Who would complain? Neither them nor you. You're too hot and then too cold, you don't know whether to put on a sweater or take it off, you seem to be a little feverish. A native of the first decan, you are cautious by nature, which can distort your assessment. If you have a fever, consider natural methods to lower your temperature. Take a bath of lukewarm water, hydrate yourself, at least 8 to 12 glasses of water a day, swallow a good fresh orange juice, and prepare yourself an elderflower infusion. Rest will do the rest. Aim to take care of your money calmly and patiently, not everything has to be quick. You may have accumulated stress due to some problems that exist close to you. Although there is a crisis, that does not mean that there are no possibilities for everything to be much better for you shortly. It consists in that number 4 of the day favors you and you understand that you are 1 minute away from finding fortune. Put a couple of yellow tulips in your room, you could attract the money as soon as possible. These are money matters that you will want to deal with today. If you have old overdue bills, you'll finally pay them. If you haven't followed some of your investments for a long time, you will take a closer look. It's also a good time to decide on a larger investment, such as a real estate purchase, for example. It's time to consider changes in the way you see your financial future, you will be prompted for them. In addition, you should not hesitate to help, this will allow you to create fruitful links for your future projects. Confusing rest and work, you end up not being able to disconnect from your week. Keep things clear. Jump at the chance of your friends offering you a date. You should be able to break away from the routine. You would locate some failures of the past that have been made to you, that recurrently, you find very similar people. It is perhaps the rulership of Sagittarius that would suddenly make you feel that you do not have everything at hand. But to get everything back on track, focus on being much better with those you would think you weren't. Close cycles and open windows to those you think you can continue to leave in your life. It would be better if you stayed back today. Do not engage in wars that do not concern you. If you take sides, you will make enemies. Do your best to ease chaotic situations. Operate your art of diplomacy and awaken your love of peace. You must stay on the edge of the battlefield but in complete neutrality, otherwise you will make the problem worse. You might want to spend an evening with friends and give yourself a benefactor break surrounded by your loved ones. If you are in a relationship but are in the grip of doubt, you may feel the need to temporarily move away from your loved one to take stock of your relationship. Follow your intuition. This can prove to be saving for the future of your couple because it will be an opportunity for you to become aware of the importance of this relationship in your daily life. You may feel that you are misunderstood and that no one would put their hands in the fire for you. It does not mean that it is a fatalistic mentality. The reality is that you have everything at your disposal to get ahead on your own. When you think that everything is devastated, let things focus in a better way through the rulership of the moon that would illuminate your wisdom for it. You might meet some new faces at work today. Maybe you will join a new team. A group that applies methods that are very new to you. You will need a period of adaptation. Or, a new employee will be hired and you will have the task of introducing him to everyone. Make him comfortable from the start. If you are going to embark on a long-term investment, try to favor risk-free investments rather than risk yourself in a poorly controlled transaction. The day is not shaping up to be ideal for investing your savings in stock market transactions that could turn out to be risky. The position of Saturn is indeed clearly unfavorable today about the financial sphere. Think carefully. If an opportunity presents itself, you might regret your decision sooner than you expected. For the natives of the first decan, you will have to make sure to show determination to face an altercation that could arise with a member of your family. Indeed, the arrival of Mars in the 4th house can have consequences on the perception that others have of you and lead to misunderstandings that you will have to dispel as quickly as possible. Do not be sensitive to the criticisms that could be leveled against you and prefer to have a frank explanation to put an end to this situation.